G'day guys, Ivan here for Peak Offroad, Sydney, Australia. We've got a GU Nissan Patrol 2005. It's a call cab ute, single cab. It's a ripper vehicle, and there's a bit of a story about the tent, and which makes it a little bit more interesting. It's a beautiful setup. If you're going to run the ute, the canopy comes off and on. So if you're going to run the ute on a daily basis, you just rip the canopy off, 4 legs, get the drill out and lift it off, and out you drive. This beast's been everywhere. And again, like I said before, this tent is one of the early tents, so he's been a customer of ours for a very long time. And he's a good bloke too, which always helps. We'll throw some pictures in as well of the original AMROC setup that he had, and the grief that came to, and then the damage the tent sustained, and how it's come back to life and going on to another vehicle. So when you buy something like the Alu-Cab tent, or most of these newer tents that are aluminium, they're there for life. You know, if they bend, you can bang them and straighten them out, and if the canvas wears out, well, just put new canvas on and you've got a new tent again. So let's go have a look at the truck and open it up. Okay, we've already got the little step ladder out, which just expedites things. So basically just the 2 clamps, grab the bungee cord as you go, grab your spring poles, pretty straightforward. One's done. The second one, I really need my short lookers to grab the hole. Right, that's it, the bed's done. It's already got pillows, mattress. This one's got a fan, very similar setup to me. I think he actually might have copied me, but anyway, we won't go into that. We'll open up the awning now and we'll go from there. So this awning has been through the wars, may I tell you. It has been through the wars. And when I'll stop, I'll tell you the big story about it. So right, just make sure these 3 poles are out. Grab the short arm. Put the slide in, tighten her up, and just put the stay up to give that rake. So that's the awning and the tent done all in a minute and a half. Right, so there's a very interesting story about the tent and the awning on this car. So originally when Kurt, and I've got to thank him for bringing the car down, he's driven all the way down from Brisbane. So we won't talk about Queenslanders anyway, but thank you for that. Anyway, so the story goes very simply. He bought a tent off us a long time ago. So I think this tent's about 3 years old now, 2 or 3, something like that. And we originally put it onto a AMROC. And so what happened was he used it, loved it, and he went to Fraser. And unfortunately he hit a ditch a little bit too hard, which does happen because there's always changing conditions on Fraser Island. For those guys who are not in Australia, Fraser Island is a mecca. It's a national park, it's a full sand island, a fantastic spot to go camping. Anyway, so the story continues on. Had an accident. We'll show you some photos of that, and the car got written off. Everyone was safe. Him and Jess were fantastic. Nothing to worry about there. And the tent survived, but it did have some damage on it, and with a bit of panel beating, he resurrected the tent, and here it is now on this. So it's been through a pretty good accident, and now it's on here. So you can see that when you buy something that you can actually fix and it's bent, you just tap it out again, it's your only way to go. In the long term, this tent will still be around another 10 years. So again, I'll show you the photos. It's fantastic. Anyway, we'll continue on and open up the side canopy. So it's pretty straightforward. Open the canopy and you've got a nice, simple, easy setup. Lightweight, because the enemy of all four-wheel drivers is weight, and so to try and keep things light is very, very important. Less fuel used, less wear and tear in your rig, it's better in your tyres, better for your suspension. Remembering this car has only got 2-inch suspension and 35-inch tyres. So really, it's all up to these 35s. They give you the best bag out. They're 16 inch, by the way. Up here, we've just got a pretty much straightforward fridge. They haven't opted for the drop-down slide, but more a standard home model fridge. The exciting bit is this electrical panel. And if you hit all the buttons, everything lights up, the stereo goes, the whole lot. And then if you want access into the back of it, if you want to do something else, pretty simple, very well thought out. It runs a 70-litre water tank, which is filled up from behind me. What else does this say? It runs 3 125 amp AGMs, and that's all the electrical's done by EnerDrive, so that's all pretty sorted. For this side setup, it's quick, it's easy. If you want to make a cup of tea, another quick and easy setup. So we'll continue around the back. As you see, rear-mounted 35s, LED lights around the back. The approach and descent angles of this car is pretty amazing. The GU is an amazing vehicle. This is a coiled cab, single cab ute. So it's single cab, coil, suspension, front and rear end. Sorry, I just have to spit it all out. But anyway, lovely. This is easy. This is the way it should be done. The wheels as far in as they can, and the weight is pushed a little bit more forward instead of cantilevering on the back. Right, when we go down this side, pretty straightforward. There's two doors, right? This door here, puppy, 40 kilos, German Shepherd, home. Obviously he's at the front close. If he could, he'd probably stick his head out the side, you know, tongue hanging out, doing Mach 5. Barbecue Weber's the way to go. Lots of storage up here for chairs, tables, and just auxiliary stuff. The amount of storage you have here is immense. Also, down here we have a kitchen setup, which we're going to set up now and show you, and then we'll go around and do the rest of it. It's going to be awesome. Right, as you can see, it's all set up. It's nice and easy to do. It takes a little bit of rigmarole to do it, but it's quite a large working area. The problem with the cars you have like this, the ones like the 79s and the single cabs, the kitchens are normally very high, and for the girls it's sometimes a little bit difficult. So this sort of option is not so bad. Fantastic, I love it. I think we can cook up quite a storm for a few blokes or girls or all of the above. And yeah, nice drink table here. I can see port, wine, beer. Yes, we're quite the barman. All right, we'll go have a look back inside the canopy now that that's done. So now the kitchen's out, you have all your spares down here in the canopy. Again, great sort of setup. So what you have here is with the Alu-Cab rooftop tent, the awning, all the bedding's still upstairs. So really you really don't have a lot to put in here. So it kind of makes setting up your canopy a lot easier. Anyway, we'll continue on. So that's pretty much that. All right, we'll continue on. Right, we'll just close this awning up. Just run across the back and undo the clip. Just bring it around. So we just grab the Velcros, make sure they're out in the open. And just start the process of actually, oh my God, we're chasing our tail here today. Just because the awning's a little bit bent and normally sits in there nicely, but yeah, we'll get there. Because the actual awning's got a little bit of a bend to it. So once you get that on, it's not so bad. So this clip here, again, like we talk about all the time, you either put it in while you're rolling it up or you just slip it in behind like that. That way when you're on corrugations, it won't actually rub through any of your fabric. Oops. Yes, I think this is time for a new bag, young Kurt. This one's had a very hard life. All right, that one's done. You'll see how bent it is with the photos that we're going to show you up. It'll probably pop up now. It's actually got a nice twist in it. So he straightened it out fairly good, so it just shows you how sturdy these things are. We're going to just jump up in the tent and have a look at that. Okay, with the Alu-Cab tent, normally you end up with this ladder here. This obviously won't work in this situation. One, it's a little bit high, 35 always helps. And also the angle of the canopy. The canopy is difficult. What he could have done is offset the tent a little bit more. That's also would give you a bit more protection for the awning. So as you can see, it is a long way to the floor. So in this instance, you throw this out, you get the Chinese 2.6 metre extendable ladder, and you just change this clip. So this comes off your existing ladder and gets just funneled onto this extendable ladder. So it's the same process as the other one. And that will, they'll give you the right amount. So it doesn't really matter what the terrain is underneath, and it'll give you the correct angle that you need to do. Again, the difference is the rungs are a little bit harsh on your feet, where the Alu-Cab one was pretty nice. So what we'll do is we'll jump up in the tent. I won't get in this time. You can have a look at some other videos, because they're actually going from here back to wherever they're going now. And let's go up and have a look. Right. I'm not jumping in there because this is actually their bed. They're actually going to go again. But see the pockets, they've got some stuff in there. The fan, which is a unidirectional fan. It's a Sicario. They use very little amperage. Again, lots of room. Ventilation's nice. The quick easy setup. I still can't touch the roof, so it's a fair way up. All right, we'll put this all down and have a look at the front, and we'll finish it up. Right, we'll open up the bonnet, let it show you what it looks like. It's a pretty straightforward sort of car. Intercooled 4.2 litre. This was standard with this, again with the core cab, dual batteries. So in this case, when he does pull the camper off, you end up with still a dual battery system here, and you just leave that like a fridge or whatever on the back tray, or just have auxiliary power. It's all pretty much look stock, running about 15 PSI, so it's nothing too crazy. Very nice sort of rig. Bars, look, when you look at the photos, and this truck's been in a lot of places, it really does look good. It's a well-balanced four-wheel drive. With the inclusion of the tent and the way the setup is, so you go short, quick, easy setup, or you can go with the kitchen you saw, a much fuller setup. With the damage that was on the tent, it shows you that you can fix them. And again, there's more photos that you've seen all the way through. Yeah, it's good. The tent will still last him for a fair while longer yet. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. That always helps us out. And if you want anything else shown, just give us comments at the bottom, and we're done. So thank you. And again, thank you for Kurt and Jess for driving down from Brisbane to Sydney, which is 1,000 k's, to have this done, and appreciate it immensely. Talk to you guys later. All right, okay. Nothing new. I'll move this out. Jess, done a great job. Jess done a great job. I'm gonna put the tent down, and we can get out of here. Yes. Who buys Hawaiian pizza? Who buys Hawaiian pizza? Yeah, but no one really likes Hawaiian pizza. It's a girl pizza. I did not eat it. I refute that completely. All right, get out. Get out, all of yous. No, just get it out. Get out.